Like, I truly believe still the only way to get out of the corporate meat grinder is to build and create your way out. It's to do the online thing like this, like making stupid videos. But it feels like you've always had to compete against slop producers. People have been producing slop for eons, right? There's just people that are just literally just mass producing garbage. Stuff that's not even worth consuming. It's not even worth anyone's time to actually consume. And you could probably maybe consider this to be slop because it's so easy now to actually make a video. You just throw up your phone in a car and then just bleh, blah, 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 into the camera. But now the barrier to entry has been lowered even more because I'm going to have to go and edit this thing. I'm going to have to edit it down and chop out all the parts where I'm just staring at the road trying to not die. And there's still a little bit of work involved in producing these videos, but it's really not that much. It's not that much at all. The hardest thing is coming up with a thumbnail and a title. But the barrier to entry has been lowered even more now, of course, with Gen AI. And you've always been competing against slot producers, but now you're competing against slot producers at scale. And it's not just content now. Whereas before it was just content, because developing an actual product to sell, developing things that people want to buy has always been a difficult thing to do. But now with AI and with this vibe coding bullshit, people could just create products at scale now and literally just flood the market with junk to see what sticks. And I don't know, I feel like maybe it's just me that kind of feels like it's a little bit hopeless right now, that, we're all kind of trapped in our own little situations, like wherever we're at, and there's really no getting out of it because of all the slop. Like, we're filling up the internet with slop and it's literally becoming unusable. Like, I've been working on a redesign for my fantasy football app, my little fantasy football application, like redesigning the UI, rewriting the HTML, CSS, and all that crap, rethinking the underlying models and stuff like that. And I'm doing it all by hand. And I'm like, is this even worth it? Do websites even matter anymore? And I think the answer is no, they don't matter anymore. I think discovery is the hard part now. It's how are they going to discover your website? Because they ain't going to do it through Google, because Google is all AI now. They're not going to do it through ChatGPT or any of these other chatbots, because why would they recommend yours? There's no financial incentive to recommend your website to someone when the AI can just take it and summarize it and mix it with all the other websites that exist out there. So it feels a little hopeless to even do this. Because like I said, the barrier to entry is almost zero. Like, the only thing that you really need, like the only thing holding people back, is time and desire now. I mean, you can open up whatever the Veo or Sora, whatever the video generators are, type a few prompts, get a clip, type another few prompts, get another clip, and then just glue them together and push publish, and you got yourself a video with very little work and with very little thought too put into it. Like, at least this meat vessel that I occupy is actually happening to present it, and there's at least a little bit of uniqueness to it, and that I am a unique set of DNA, and I have unique skills and experiences and things in the world to share, and the AI doesn't have that. And neither do the slot producers that are using AI to generate their videos. They just have a prompt. They just type it in there, and then the machine just does it. So yeah, it feels a little hopeless right now to build your way out of the corporate meat grinder. And I've been thinking so much about, like, trying to figure out what the future is, and I know that's a losing strategy. I've talked about that before. It's a losing strategy. because you can't possibly know what the future holds. The only thing that you can do is to decide whether or not you want to play this game or not. And that's a hard decision for a lot of people to make, because, we're so wrapped up in this process of making money, working our jobs and all the other responsibilities that come on top of keeping your body and mind in shape to actually perform the job. So I don't think the answer has changed. I still think that you have to build and create things to get out, like that you can sell online to other people. And it's become harder and harder to do that, like psychologically more than anything, because you read the headlines, you read the news stories about so-and-so companies and all, they're writing 90% of the code now, and just BS crap like that. So it's kind of disheartening. And then you have your slot producers, vibe coding apps and things like that to throw into the market. And I mean, even at the job, they're so excited about this shit that, we get Gen AI and we don't have to pay for any of the tools that we use, like, our HR stuff and our payroll stuff. And it's like, are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? You're literally gonna not pay a place that specializes in a particular tool for your business, a critical element of your business, but yet you're going to pay someone to actually babysit the AI to recreate that, your own bespoke model of that, and then manage it. It's fucking crazy. And it's things like that that just almost breaks my spirit. And I feel like that might be the point of it all, is to break our spirits to the point where we just give up. We just give up trying to use our brains and use our minds to think creatively and to produce creative things. And instead, we all just literally become husks, units of work that can be plugged into a machine, and the machine just like utilizes us, almost like the Matrix, as a unit of work, like the physical manifestation of the I don't even want to use this word, but intelligent system. And it's crushing. But I still think the solution is to build and create your way out. So don't give up hope that there's no place for you in the world anymore, at least your creative abilities and your creative desires and your ability to build things that people actually want to pay for. But I think that you have to make a bet at some point whether or not you're going to be a slot producer and you're going to compete in that realm, or you're going to continue being a human producer and compete in that realm. I'm betting on the human element. I feel fairly confident in that bet, but I also acknowledge that it is a bet after all. I could be wrong. But the downside, I think, is very minimal. Like, if you bet against it and you're wrong, learning how to use the tools and learning how to do it is not that big a barrier of entry. You're just prompting a machine. That's it. So, but I think that you have to make a choice at some point, and you're not going to get left behind if you choose wrong. But just choose the path that feels good to you. But just understand that there will be competition. There will be a shit fuck ton of competition, regardless of what path you choose. You just have to be willing to play that game if you want to build your way out of the corporate meat grinder. I've been Aaron. Thanks for watching. See you next time.